Hello, I'm Mr. Ranger of the Wasteland Horizons project, and this is a concept as we start to expand into our mod Fallout 4 cities. We're working on Fallout Chicago, and we are going to start working on Fallout New York. And in order to get that, we needed a draft, a concept. And so, spoilers ahead. This is a devlog. So, James and Rivet City. When Rivet City was founded, there's no explanation on where they came from. And with the Fallout 3 remake and Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion remake being announced later this year, I found it prudent to try to get this mod released as soon as possible. I love New York City. I have a map of New York City I will want to visit one day. It's been my dream most of my life to visit. But getting back to the mod. The player from Fallout 4 Nate served in New York. His military division, I Googled, and it said it was in New York City. And then there was the gentleman in the tuxedo. When you are siding with the Raiders during the Fallout 76 questline for the gold bars, when you side with the Raiders, there's a gentleman that talks about a bank and how there's DNA. So it got me thinking. Nate and Nora, the player characters from Fallout 4, both have pre-war DNA. And it's a bank. Now, she was a lawyer, he was a soldier. And obviously, they would have some kind of thing together. And the idea is simple. Vault-Tec experiments with stuff before they try to use it. I mean, that's the theory, at least. That's what it's supposed to be. But cryostasis existed while Vault 111 was supposed to run its test. So I got an idea. Instead of the instead of seeing how long the cryostasis can last, I thought it would be better to test the FEV virus, Forced Evolutionary Virus. Now, supermutants are created in a very short time frame. What if the FEV was injected in Nate and Nora and the other residents in Vault 111? And we know that the Institute got their hands on a sample of FEV. We know that currently, canonically, that in 1996, the year of the Fallout TV show, that the Enclave was seen messing with supermutants still. So they're still messing with FEV. So I was thinking about this, and it would make, like, the characters are frozen, and the FEV kind of does its thing. That's why they were in animation and then not in animation, because Kellogg and the Institute turned off all the machines. So that's where I'm thinking the player comes in. Now, one thing I really hated was when you type in a character in Fallout 4, when you type in the NPC, when you use the console commands on the computer, and you type in a Nate or Nora, you find an older version of them. So to make the story work, we're going to do some things. It's always bothered me that the Institute, the teleportation grenades still work. They should not work at all. Even if it summons a broken-ish robot, there is nothing that can make those grenades usable. So I'm going to say that the Institute wasn't completely destroyed. And depending, I kind of went 4 different storylines, depending on who won the war. So how I have it is, if the Railroad won, contact from the outside of the Commonwealth comes in. And you meet the guy there, and he explains how the railroad kind of works. Like, there's tree branches, and even if you tear out the roots, there's going to be other roots, and there's other tree branches and different stuff. For Fallout Chicago, Well, sorry, we're talking about New York. I was going to get into Chicago for a minute because it's got to do with Chicago, but just focusing on New York. The player will be called to New York, related to his. He's going to have a pre-war ghoul military buddy, and he's the one that helped set up all of the stands, the vaults, the places where I forgot the guy's name. Dane? No, I messed that up. The guy that works for the railroad, your companion from the railroad, him. He has these little nest spots for some reason where he was overlooking Vault 111, or at least that's what I'm told when I searched up those spots. So he teamed up with this, and they were waiting. And I haven't figured it out yet, but they somehow got Father to release your character. And we're gonna, this is all conceptual. I mean, we're gonna get into the creation kit and start placing down buildings. The story will work on. New York City, Fallout New York, can be built right now or right away. It's just the story I am concerned about. Anyway, that's it for devlog 0.01, and we'll get into the creation kit in the next video. And I guess this is the announcement for Fallout New York. I announced Chicago the other week. We're going to be working on both because both cities are tall and they kind of use the same kits. So, all right, well, hit that like and subscribe button. This is the Wasteland Horizons project, and I will catch you guys in the next devlog.